emergency or priority traffic. The Bristol 2-meter net meets each Tuesday night at 9 p.m. on the 146.67 repeater. This net is affiliated with the Amateur Radio Emergency Service, the National Traffic System of the Bristol Amateur Radio Club. All amateurs are welcome to check into the net. Are there any announcements or bulletins for the net? Okay, I'll make a quick announcement. Just a reminder that following this net, we will have the Tri-Cities Mountain Empire Fusion net over on the digital side of the repeater. We normally have a town of the net, and tonight will be Bristol, Tennessee. And we usually feature a topic, and I'm still trying to think of one. So anybody that checks in tonight that would like to volunteer a topic, amateur radio or related or otherwise, please let me know. We'll be glad to feature it. Otherwise, I'll have to come up with one on the spur of the moment. Is there any formal or informal traffic for the net? Okay, at this time we'll begin taking check-ins from any mobiles or portables. Any mobile or portable stations, please call now.
WE4AWJ, Emmett Portable, Bristol.
Okay, net recognizes WE4AWJ, Emmett Portable in Bristol, or is there any other mobiles or portables? Please call. Okay, hearing none, let's go back for some comments. WE4AWJ, how are you tonight, Emmett?
N4NT in the net, and everybody listening in, WE4AWJ. Well, Adam, I'm all right. Still been working on my deck, doing some sustaining today, and some other things. So that's pretty much what's kept me. Did my mowing yesterday, so there's always something else to do. Anyway, that's pretty much all I do is do that and just stay away from everybody. And hope everybody has a good day and a good night and a good week. And we'll catch you all when we can catch you. This is WE4AWJ, back to net control.
Okay, Emmett, thanks for checking in. Good to have you tonight. Hope you can make the fusion net there afterwards. All right, let's go ahead and open it up for any stations. Any stations that would like to check in, please call now.
This is WA4JCF, Wayne in Bristol.
KD4, WMX, Cannon Quiet Lodi.
Net control, please check in. KD4, CCO, Dallas, Bristol.
4XRD, Ralph and Shillelagh.
KO4 EVG, Chester in Bristol. Back to net.
Okay, let me get a quick correction here because I know I copied the call sign wrong. Wayne, what was can you give me your call sign phonetically? I've messed up a letter somewhere and I got you as somebody in North Carolina.
Okay, well, I've been making a lot of mistakes myself lately and spending hours and hours and hours trying to correct them. Anyway, I don't think these are official ARL phonetics. These are the ones that were the most popular in my earlier active years. It's William, America, 4, Jumping Catfish, or JCF. Go ahead.
got you, and then after you it was KD4WMX Ken, and KD4CCO Dallas, N4XRD Ralph, and KO4EVG Chester. All right, any other stations, please call now.
KF4FHY Kevin.
All right, Kevin, KF4FHY, got you on the list. Well, let's run back through the list for a minute and see what everybody's up to tonight. We'll start with Wayne, WA4JCS. Wayne, good to hear you tonight. Sounds like you got that radio straightened out.
I thought I did. N4NT Net Control, this is Wayne, WA4JCF. I'll have to take a lesson in amateur radio procedures. It's changed a lot. But, let's see, I'm single and living by myself here. And in order to take virus protocols, I've been staying here by myself most of the time, so I'm gotten eccentric, to put it mildly. Anyway, this radio has a timer, and it told me to shut up. I was talking too long the last time transmission I made on this thing, so I'll have to get a little bit of help on that. And I've been getting a iMac Pro 2010 working, and that turned out to be a lot better than I expected. And I have a lot of other things I'd love to talk about, but for everybody's relief, I will not. N4NT, this WA4JCF.
Hey, no problem, Wayne. Glad to have you checking in tonight, and yeah, we'll be glad to help you with that radio situation anytime. Just let me know, or when we get to where we can start meeting again, bring it with you, and we'll try to help you. In the meantime, when it tells you that, just unkey and key back up and start over or start again, and that'd be perfectly fine too. All right, up next we've got Ken in Quiet, Lodi, Virginia, KD4WMX. Go ahead, Ken.
Well, good evening, Adam. This is KD4WMX in Quiet Lodi, and it is quiet. Beautiful day today. Got a little warm, but didn't have any rain, and I went inky-dinky and came home, and the yard was mowed. I like it when I can go inky-dinky and it gets mowed. But thanks to my better half. But one thing I do want to say, and I know you've heard it 1,000 times, but I can't emphasize the importance of wearing a mask when you go out in public, because this corona has definitely spread in Southwest Virginia, Northeast Tennessee. So if you're not wearing a mask, please do, because it can definitely help curb this thing, and I'd love to get it where we don't have to wear them anymore. But enough of my soapbox, and I will say 73 to everybody. Have a great night and rest of the week, and I'll turn it back to Net Control. This is KD4 WMX Clear.
All right, Ken, thanks for checking in and for the words of advice and encouragement there. I definitely appreciate that. We're going to go to Dallas KD4CCO here in just a second, but while I'm talking about Dallas here, he got on the instant messenger on NetLogger and gave me a good idea for a topic for tonight, and so I'll go ahead and let y'all know. That way, if you're checking into Fusion Net, you can be thinking about it, and that is tell us about your first and or favorite car. They may be one and the same, maybe two separate vehicles. Tell us about both of them. So we'll go to that on the Fusion Net later, but I figure I'll go ahead and put it out there so you can be thinking about it. So up next we have KD4CCO. Go ahead, Dallas.
Good evening, Adam, and everybody on the net. Yeah, it was a beautiful day today, and unfortunately I stayed inside, as most people I think are concerned with their health. They stay inside, not get in contact with anybody if they can avoid it. Well, let's see, we've got 70 degrees. Coming in a cool night, it looks like. I think it got down around 65 or so, maybe lower than that. I forgot to check the low before I got on the air. So anyway, when it comes to the car thing, I may have to recycle the repeater a few times to tell you my first and favorite cars. Back to net control. It's KD4CCO.
Okay, Dallas, thanks for checking in, and yeah, no problem whatsoever there. We like to get a bunch of check-ins on the Fusion Net, but we're more about quality than quantity. If we get 15 or so, and they give us all good comments, well, we're just as happy as that as if we get 20 or 30. So, however much time you need, you go right ahead, and we'll definitely be glad to have that content. Up next, we have N4XRD. Good evening, Ralph.
N4NT in the net, N4XRD, Ralph here in Chilhowie. Good to hear everybody in there. Especially enjoyed hearing Wayne's comments there. Hope to hear more from him in the future. Everything's going fine up here, and what Ken says about the masks are true. I've had people very close to me and my family come down with the virus, and just missed being with them at an unfortunate time by a day or two. So I've been real careful, but at the same time, it doesn't take just a moment's exposure to put you in jeopardy. Now tomorrow I'm going to actually go to a heart doctor in Bristol, and it'll be my first medical visit this year. It's going to be real interesting to see what kind of procedures they're going to put me through. I know they're going to screen me for a fever at least, but it'll be interesting to see the procedure there. This N4XRD, I'll be on the road tomorrow, so watch out.
Okay, Ralph, thanks for checking in tonight. And, I go back to work tomorrow, so I'll be out and about myself. And if you are in the area, I usually scan 6-7 and 443, that kind of thing. So during your travels, you want to chat. If I'm not tied up on a call or something, I can jump in there and say hey. All right, up next we have Chester, KO4EVG. Good evening, Chester.
Good evening, Adam. I can't really emphasize any more than already has been about wearing a mask when you go out. I had an accident back in 16, and for some reason I've come down with COPD. Never smoked or anything, so they're having a hard time telling me why. But when you do go out, think of your own family and wear that mask. KO4EVG, back to you, Adam.
Okay, Chester, thanks for checking in tonight. Good to have you. Up next we have Kevin in Bristol, KF4FHY. Good evening, Kevin.
Good evening, everybody on the net. I have Lonnie's phone number down at the care center he's in. If anybody would be interested, I can give it to you. But that's about all I've got, and it's supposed to cool down a little bit, I think. KF4FHY.
Maybe we could put that in the communication to the club, and that way anybody wants to contact him will be able to get a hold of him. We definitely want to keep him encouraged and keep track of him, let him know that we do care about him, and that even though we may not be able to come by in person for either COVID reasons or even other reasons, sometimes we definitely want to say hey to him and let him know that we're there. All right, that brings us to the bottom of the check-in list. We'll open it up again and see are there any other stations that would like to check in. Please call. This is N4NT with the Bristol 2-meter net. We'll give one last call for any additional check-ins. Please call now.
K4NRI.
K4NRI, Gary. We'll go ahead and turn the floor over to you for any comments. We're probably running in the twilight here, so go ahead.
Well, I've been watching everybody check in on the net logger, so that's the way I just happened to see you on the net logger tonight, and that was the way I know to check in with you.
Well, good deal. We're glad you stopped by. I don't think I've had the opportunity to talk to you since Morristown Hamfest, so that was in person. I've heard you on there a few times, but I've usually been in a position where I couldn't get on there and say hey. So yeah, we're glad you joined us tonight.
I'm glad to get in here. I'm still going. I'm still out working.
Well, good deal. I can't remember if you have a C4FM or Fusion radio or not, but if you do, we're going to have a net immediately following this one on this repeater, or you can get into it through the K4MFD repeater, the 145.15, I believe it is, down there on Viking Mountain. And we'll have a few more connected, but I know those are the ones closest to your area. So if you want to join us there, we'll be glad to have you.
Well, for the time being, I do have Yazoo Fusion, so and I've got a repeater up on the mountain there. It's Fusion too. I'm letting Kingsport Club and everything use the frequency 443.175, and they're moving over into our building up there, so they've left WKPT site to move over to it.
Okay, good deal. I didn't know about that frequency, so yeah, that's good. I'll have to try to reach out to them again and see if we can get them interested in connected to the Tri-Cities Mountain Empire net on Tuesday night. It'd be good to have them in our area as well connected with us.
They've got a 2-meter Fusion too down here. It's 146970. Reach out to them and see what they say. They might want to do something. I don't know, but all I know is they're moving into my building up there on Bays Mountain. They're doing some work and stuff up there now. I think they're going to put up a pretty good sized tower on the mountain up there. I'll have a little bit more coverage because I'm going up on it and change some stuff around and this and that and another, so we'll see how everything works out.
Well, good deal. That's good to hear activity like that going on in our area. We definitely appreciate that, and being able to use those repeaters and do what we do.
All right, I'll let you go ahead and get back to your net. I don't know if I'll hang around or not. I've got to go in and work tomorrow and Thursday. That's the only 2 days I work this week. So I've got to go in and work those 2 days, and they're 13-hour days that I've got to go pull.
Okay, well, good deal. I understand that. I do 12s myself, and they hardly ever turn into, or end up just being just 12s. In fact, right now, they're definitely not, because I go in a half hour early to do the COVID screening for everybody. But yeah, it's good to hear you tonight, Gary. So we'll look and see if we have any more check-ins, and if not, we'll close her up there. Is there anyone else that'd like to check in before we close? number of 9 check-ins tonight, counting net control. Thanks to each one of you for taking the time to check into the net. And this is M4NT closing the Bristol 2-meter net at 9:21 p.m. and returning the W4UD back to repeater back to normal amateur use 7-3. Good night. And I'll put the W4UD repeater in digital only mode for the course of the Tri-Cities Mountain Empire net.